Well, Lee, obviously we spoke after the Bishop Sutton match, and you talked about the 4 matches and taking the intensity up a level. Obviously 4 goals on Saturday against Oldland, and then 5 tonight for our first game back at the Creek. It couldn't really have gone much better.
Yeah, you say that. I think, like being fair, come to finish, there's a bit of added gloss to the scoreline with the late goals. Yeah, we were pretty happy with a lot of the periods of play today, but we knew we were coming up against a side that had lots and lots of good players in it, and we're not Western League Division 1 side. They won that league last year. Obviously, there's different things go on at that, like in the restructuring that they haven't gone up. But like I say, so we knew that it was going to be a good test, probably the best test so far. And they duly obliged to give us a game. And we had, obviously there were certain players that were unavailable tonight for all different reasons, but that gives other players a chance to come in and stake a claim, and a few of them have definitely done that. Do you know what I mean? They've come into the side in maybe positions that they're not really totally used to, and they've given a good account of themselves.
Definitely. And you talk about the sort of squad rotation. There's a few sort of trialists out there tonight, a couple of players who we sort of haven't announced yet, and I think one player that we can announce is Ollie Woodhouse, and 2 goals tonight, starting at full-back. Obviously we know his qualities from his playing at step 4. Obviously Roman Glass last year as captain. I mean, just a word on Ollie's performance.
Yeah, no, Ollie was one that we've been patient with to be honest, to get in. Like last year we looked at him, and obviously we probably knew at the time that he wasn't going to leave a club that he was happy with, and as you said, being their captain. Obviously the summer's a different thing. I think he went to a side higher up the pyramid, and they like, obviously they've had a look at him, and I think it was like touch and go whether they were going to offer him something, but when we heard that they weren't, we stepped in and hopefully made him an offer that he was obviously attracted to, and now he's going to obviously sign on the dotted line tonight, and he's announced himself to the Farmy Army with 2 goals. One, a very good header that stood up by a great cross by Jada Nilsson, and obviously the 5th goal, if you like, he's put a ball in an area and is like fortunate to have gone in the net, but again he's put a cross in and it has turned into a goal. So yeah, no, I think we're going to enjoy having him. I know I'm going to enjoy managing him, and I think he's going to he'll be a great addition to the squad.
Definitely. And it was 4 changes on Saturday, 4 changes tonight. Obviously we're Avonmouth in just 48 hours time. Can we expect a few more changes, or are we going to sort of see a similar sort of look to Manor Farm?
Oh, most definitely we'll go to Avonmouth and change it again, because that's what you got a squad for. But again, we know that Avonmouth is I enjoy that friendly a lot, because there's always a good crowd there. There's good people there, like Ashley Bennett's obviously did a great job there. They're a popping on club. I think they're buzzing in the area. They won the league last year, so they're in the Gloucester County, and we'll pick a side accordingly. But again, the people coming into the side will stake in a claim, because there's no one in the dressing room tonight. There's no one that'll be in our dressing room on Thursday that hasn't got a chance of being in the dressing room when we start the league in earnest. So there's no token players here. We're all here to do a job and try and get in the strongest possible Bristol Manor Farm side.
Definitely. And then if we do sort of look that a little bit further to Barrytown on Saturday, it's going to be a fantastic afternoon for a 1 p.m. kick-off. How great was it just to be back at the Creek this evening, especially in front of a healthy contingent of supporters that came down to watch us tonight?
Definitely. Again, friendlies have always got that that little sort of slow motion feel to them at times, and sometimes you struggle to get totally bang up for these games, but the best way you can help get up for these games is by everyone doing their bit, and that's the players, myself, the coaching staff, obviously the groundsmen, the people around the place, and then most importantly the supporters. They make it important to play here. They make it important to play anywhere you are for Bristol Manor Farm. And so again, we're looking for a healthy crowd to go to Avonmouth Thursday, but as you say, I think there'll be a good crowd here on Saturday, and hopefully that'll give us a good account of ourselves against a higher level team, ready for us to go away in the FA Cup